cultural curator, influences with music and nightlife. Basically, like the two things I've always been about, like since far back 2012. At some point, I got myself into nightlife because I needed bar to fix up my debts. Me and my friend went to go pay some fake whiskey the one time back in uni.
God damn.
What up, people? It's your favorite podcast man back again with another one. My name is Michael Scenario.
And I'm very welcome, Koya.
And this is Menisms, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a special guest, as we usually do. We're going to let the man introduce himself. Let the people know who you are, sir.
Yes, yo. Jay Breeze in the building. Producer, artist, hype band, entertainment, everything. You know what I'm saying? We're here with the man and we just chat it up.
So if you go out in Lagos streets, night out, you will definitely know this man. You will know the man. But thank you for coming on the pod.
Thank you for having me, man.
No worries. So look, we're going to get started as we usually do. Make sure you subscribe to all our audio channels, Spotify, Apple, everything. We appreciate you guys that keep supporting us. So first question I will read out. This first one is from... Hi, Menism niggas. Ignore the niggas part. So I've been married for over 2 years now, and I've enjoyed every bit of it because I married my longtime friend. We dated for about a year before tying the knot, and we know each other's deepest secrets because we used to be guys back in the day. All those past escapades didn't change anything. If anything, they gave us a better understanding of each other. Now, let me set the scene. I used to be that lanky, funny guy that girls liked being around. Had the looks, had the humor, certified babe magnet, but now, I don't chop up. Like real married man weight gain. I don't even feel as attractive as I used to, even though my wife swears she loves it. She's always been into fleshy, meaty guys, but I can't shake the feeling that she's saying it to keep me comfortable. Now here's where it gets funny. I sometimes test if I still got it. And to my surprise, some girls still rate me, especially when they find out I'm married. Apparently, married men are premium content now. Meanwhile, my wife, tall, slim, with the low-key ass that's now even more obvious, keeps getting advances left and right. She tells me all the gist, and I know it makes her feel good, but me, I can't exactly share my own experiences unless I want premium jealousy and wahala. So what do you all think? Should I hit the gym and reclaim my hot boy era, or should I trust that my wife is generally still feeling me? Because, this babe is looking sexier by the day. That's my story. My brother, get in the gym. Don't let her pass you. See... Women are wicked, even if you're married to them. Because that thing, bro, have you noticed, like, when you actually find a babe, like, when you have a babe,
they want you to
just
relax.
forget them. You yourself, there's that, but
they want you to
relax.
You already start relaxing, and then she on top is adding it. Meanwhile, she's getting finer and finer.
Getting into the gym, killing it, Pilates, everything.
Because I know what's messed up. For me, when I have a babe or I'm calmed down, like, I actually go to the gym less. And I now start looking more skinny.
But you know what it is, right?
What?
It's because, so low-key, we're not even saying that guys go to the gym to impress babes, but let's be honest. You're looking the way you're looking because you want to be that presentable person you believe. So everybody knows what their attractive starter kit is. If I'm a lanky guy, I know that my kit is okay, I'm tall, I'm lanky, that's me. Mm-hmm. So I want to keep that. It doesn't really require me going to the gym, but whatever I do, even if I eat healthy or I do small workouts, I know what I do to keep that, right? There's some other guys who are hench, muscular. They know, okay, they go to the gym or they do morning jogs. I know what I do to keep whatever I'm doing to keep that is because I want to stay that attractive person I know I've attained. Because this attractive person, the babes you've pulled before, the kind of attraction you've received from women, you know that it's because of that maintenance you've kept.
Facts.
When you now finally, catch the one babe that you settled with, you don't feel the need to impress. Because let's be honest, the impression is also work. We put in a lot of work. The amount of time you do to make sure, okay, my shoes gotta be clean. Honestly, it's effort. Whoa. So by the time you finally meet that person and he's already married, you stop the chase. The game is already done. You're tired, so you don't want to do any of that anymore.
What do you feel about what he's saying?
Okay, for being married, I think it's different. You probably have to. You might relax anyways, like on the impression game. But I don't even think like getting to the gym because of your wife I think what the streets are saying about you is why you're going to get back into that
Oh,
gym.
for sure. For
So-
sure. For sure.
Low key.
You see him? You see that ginger? He said,
Because I
He
forget,
said I
yo.
wanted to test, but I still got it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
nah,
He
like,
said it.
Yeah, that's what the streets said about you is what's key.
And let's be honest, as guys.
Because your
if
wife, women are wicked. They just want you to lose your own reason
You,
when
yes.
you're there.
Because they're
Yes.
selfish. They want it that he's mine already. I don't need other women looking at you. You're mine
You
already.
know what they need? They need you to be good looking enough. That is, if they see him, okay, my husband is not ugly, he's a good looking man. But good looking to the point that girls are trying to chase you. No,
You
no,
can't
no,
go back to
we
your
don't want
prime
that.
that you got me.
Yeah, I had one of my friend that his wife, he was going crazy on him one time because he was in the gym like 24/7. She wanted to die.
No, because they'll not be like,
He messaged
so
me
who
out
are you going to
frustrated
impress?
and he was like,
So who are you
"Nah,
going to impress?
So why you trying to? Yeah, exactly. That's the word. Like, who you trying to impress? And I said, hey, yeah, Chama, take her to the gym now.
Exactly. Make yourself
Wow.
before you go gym.
Take her
I
to
know,
the
like, for
gym.
me personally, the one thing I calmed down on when I obviously started like dating seriously was like obviously being shirtless 24/7. Like before,
Oh shit!
I,
Actually,
you know, you
you
think,
don't know that you
like,
said
a lot of people haven't clocked. A lot of people haven't
Oh,
really
shit.
clocked that thing. Like I used to be shirtless
Now that you say it.
24/7,
Now that
online,
you say it.
offline. But now, even at my own beach party, you will still see me with clothes.
This is crazy. Actually,
Before,
now that
I
I'm
think
thinking
about it. On
Yes.
streets, on the other, every week,
That's
religiously, you go see video naked.
That's mad. That's mad. Yeah,
Well,
but
to
yeah,
my
like you
brother,
said,
what I would advise you
Yeah.
is go to the gym for yourself
exactly.
at the end of the
At the
day.
end
Yeah.
of the day,
Because if you're doing it for other people, the motivation
can't-
really
exactly,
is not there.
like,
It's not.
literally,
It's
that's what I
not.
said, like,
To be
it's
honest,
about-
do it for yourself.
Literally,
Do it
can't
for
be one
yourself.
person.
Oh, yeah, next one on you.
All right, next one is Murawa's beard. I don't know. Okay. This is how they keep giving us crazy names. All right, so I need y'all's opinion on something. My ex and I broke up a while ago, and I made the conscious decision to stop checking up on him and focus on myself. But every now and then, he would check in, nothing deep, just little things here and there. I never reached out first, and honestly, I wasn't thinking about him like that. Then, right before his wedding, oh my god, I can't really finish. Right before his wedding, he reaches out again. Like, why? We hadn't been in contact, and I've moved on. It felt so unnecessary, and honestly, it annoyed me. Was he looking for something, feeling guilty, or was it just one of those weird ex things? I ignored it, but I still find it odd. Big fan of the pod, by the way. What do you all think?
Shout out to you. I mean, what do you think?
Yo, that was a long one. I'm trying to get
So
back on.
basically,
Yeah, so-
her ex
yeah.
and her ex will hit her up once in a blue moon. She used
Okay.
to be the one to do it, but then she stopped. And then the ex would do it once in a random blue moon. So they stopped talking for a while. Then the guy's about to get married. Right before the wedding, the guy hits her up again saying, "Hey."
Uh-oh.
Just
So
checking
she's
up.
like, "The fuck?"
And she's like, she ignored it, she didn't respond, and she's just thinking that, like, she still finds it very annoying that he did that. And what do we think about that?
Oh.
Personally, I think he was
just
keeping
feel-
tabs. He was still trying to eat his cake and have it, but, just,
I think the first question, let's ask the girl, like,
is there
what-
still something?
is there something going on there with you? Like, I feel like that's the first question.
Well,
because-
according to what she said, she
because
said
you have the
there's
power to
nothing.
shut it out.
She said there's nothing, or that even when he reaches out, it's just hi.
What
check
about
up.
you guys? Do you guys?
What does
even-
he find annoying? The fact that he's reaching out or he's just reaching out now?
No, they were he was reaching out before.
Fair question. So I think it's the
before.
dad now. I
Is
know
it
it's
that
the
now
dad
that I'm
now.
about to get
before.
married?
Yes, it's
It's
that
now that
now.
I'm reaching out because if
Yeah.
she was used to reaching out to him,
It's
and
the
then now he's giving out vice versa energy.
It's the
Fair.
now. It's the now.
It's about the time. You're like, oh,
Me, I'm
shit.
sorry, man.
Yeah.
Once you're
I'm
an
about to
ex, once you're an
go
ex,
for life.
I leave my exes alone. Once you're an ex, like
Yeah,
they
I think I will live.
Yeah, because she said
my entire life.
What
What?
do you mean? As in went back to an ex?
Yeah. Like,
Oh no, I've never. No. Once you are done, we're done.
I went to
Girlfriend,
I
though,
went back to-
ex-girlfriend, not ex.
I went back to
babe,
one
oh.
ex.
I'm talking about ex-girlfriend, not ex.
Yeah,
babe,
ex
oh.
girlfriend. Maybe
Okay.
like
Yeah,
one
I went
time.
back to one, but even then, the going back was not to rekindle anything like that.
I
It
know
was just, it was
Uh,
just,
sheesh.
you guys, yeah, but it
Yeah,
wasn't.
what's the
Nah,
bit?
I think she's more annoyed by the wedding part because she said to that, why is he
reaching out
texting now? Like, is he feeling guilty? And that guilt would be coming from maybe he had promised her marriage.
Or how do you know he wasn't
It
doing
didn't
it to
work out.
stunt on her? Just saying,
No,
hey,
me, I think,
I'm married.
Boys can be crazy.
you know the thing, men don't really,
Men are crazy.
if guys are reaching out in a lot of cases,
guys
though-
will not reach out. I don't think a guy will reach out to stun on you. That
Exactly, I don't think so. It's mostly
We
to,
don't know the story behind though.
but it's mostly to.
Well, these
Okay,
days,
well,
I mean,
fair
so
enough.
anything
We don't
like-
know the
fair
story
enough, fair
behind
I don't think
though.
I'll ever like try to
Because
reach out
actually,
to
now that I
somebody
think
and say,
about
oh,
it, I see guys like maybe a babe saying, you can never find a babe that'll marry you with this your behavior, and then now you don't see babe. I'm married. Hello. But yeah, that could be one thing. But I think it's more because she said, does he feel guilty? Which means that he must have promised her marriage somewhere in their relationship and it didn't work out. Maybe they broke up because of him. You get that kind of thing. So he's just trying to like, oh, I mean, I'm getting married, but don't think that I'm not thinking about you still type of situation. Guys can be messy. Guys can be messy.
Why
Man.
would you put yourself in that kind of mental headache?
Bro, I don't
That
get
just
to see
sounds
that.
like headache.
Especially for a babe that's not even putting any pressure on you. It's not like she's texting you nothing. You're the one that's reaching out. Honestly, you're about to get married. Just close that chapter, man.
He's just bored.
Close that chapter.
He said he's just bored.
Let's get him to a party.
Yeah. Fair enough. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
All right. So next, the last one, we got one more. This one is from Merwa's future babe.
I beg you.
Hi guys, love the pod. This is specifically for Merwa. Hi Merwa, I think you're really cool. What's your type? Also, are you dating anyone currently? I used to like Michael, but I know he's locked down now. So nope. Merwa, please don't laugh this off. I want to see if this was
I need to touch.
I want to see if this is worth pursuing. So what's your type, please? If I happen to be your type, how do we start this? By this, I mean getting to know each other thing. I'm very intentional and wouldn't want to waste both of our time. When stating what your type is, be as detailed as possible, please. Thank you.
She needs a text.
So first of all,
Are you available?
no, I'll get to that because I have a clear answer to everything. But first of all, so you mean I'm option 2?
Confused.
So that means
What do you
she
mean?
liked you first, but then you're taken. So she's now like,
fool.
yeah, you know what?
It's a real Lagos boy here.
No, do you see what he did?
He peeped it.
Do you see what he did?
I left every single detail in the whole.
No, leave him. No,
I'm still going to. No,
And
I'm
he
still
went
going-
for the
I'm
line. He
still
went for
going
the
to
dark
address
area.
it.
He went
I'm
to the
still going
gray
to
area.
address
They
it.
are
sharp.
like,
You're
But so first of all, I'm option 2 because she said, "Hey, I used to like Michael, but he's taken,"
that knocks it out.
which means that okay, what's the next available option?
In my book,
hey,
that's a
Chineke
tron.
even if I was single, which I'm not, by the way,
throw it out.
I would have just seen this as you didn't think to leave out the part where you.
That's what I would
So
say.
first of all, so now let's answer the questions. Are you dating anyone? Yes, I'm very much dating someone. What's my type? My woman is my type. Every sense of it. So yeah.
Energy.
So already, don't waste your time.
Energy.
There's no room.
Don't
here.
mind him. He's upset.
Yeah, there's no. What am I saying? I mean, whatever was going to happen here was already dead on arrival. So, and yeah, my woman
sister-
is my type. If
My
you
sister
ever get the
Moses,
chance to see
I
her,
advise you to just
my type.
repackage your proposal and send it back in.
yeah.
Thank-
So sorry about that.
Be careful about
Ship
your
has
opening
sailed.
remark.
Yeah,
Because
ship
I
has
can't
sailed.
lie, I didn't even think of that. So he broke it down. Me, I was just reading the statements.
I
Like,
peeped
I
it.
saw-
I peeped it, but I let it.
I said no. We're gonna call back next time. Be accountable for the way you
so
shoot your
let
shot.
me. Okay, so with this now, let me ask you guys a question. If a girl has spoken to one of your guys or had a thing with one of your guys, does that mean automatically she's a no?
It depends. It depends on
for
what.
a serious girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Well, my books is different from everybody's books. I'll
Fair.
speak for myself.
Fair.
Like it's just I know how my mind works. Yeah, I'm a deep thinker. Like when I see something, I will lay it all on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like think about
Decipher it.
yeah. So that's why I don't like people just say like random things to my ear. I don't pay attention to too many conversations. Be like, one thing, don't sit me down and try to talk to me, cause I will break it down.
Right.
So like one night being my boy, like where you want my mind to be every single time, like it's not. And then people say
I see
sometimes
what- I
people
see
like
what you
people
mean.
try to idle that maturity.
Guy, forget that.
Maturity that you're gonna be dying inside when you're by yourself. Like they can't have a honest anger by themselves. Where's your head at? Like they actually dated though. Nah.
Wait. I think has this happened to you before?
No, yes. I would
Okay.
not throw that
No.
line. Just that-
Well, have you been in a situation where a girl that has dated your guy was liking you,
yeah.
and maybe you liked her? Did you? Okay, let me word this right. So did
Okay.
you? Let's say the girl that your guy has dated
Yeah.
was liking you.
Uh-huh.
You kind of had a thing for her too, but you didn't know that she and your guy dated until you talked to her and you realized, or maybe you talked to him and realized that, oh, actually there was something there.
going on.
Yeah.
Before.
Long ago, so that kind of thing. Do you get in my life?
Was I there? Was I aware of their relationship?
No. You know how you can have some guys that they come into your life maybe 4 years in, but before that 4 years, he and this babe had a bit of a history in the past.
Yeah.
You know, so you didn't know when they dated.
Yeah.
And so now in the picture, the baby's kind of liking you. You say, follow on top, and you realize that, wait, you know my guy. You're like, oh yeah, that's my ex.
As long as like the reason why we were mutual was not because of that guy.
Okay.
So you don't
enough.
mind.
Do you understand? Then that's a conversation. But like, it's not like I will still deep it.
You still
but,
think about it.
You know, I look like it's a bit far fetched. Like,
I see what
especially
you
when
mean.
it's like very close. Like when we mean like your guy, like you mean like your guy that
Your guy.
you probably have to bump into every other day.
Or just a guy that you see how far, yeah,
Or
you go,
then
yeah.
like, and then how strong is the tie between you and that your guy? Like,
Okay,
is
I see what you
it
mean.
something that you're willing to like, you know, because at some point, let's not lie to each other.
Just
Like
scatter.
you start to avoid some
Yeah.
awkwardness. You start to
Yeah.
avoid them meeting each other. Like you just, you know, then before you know, you start leaving your guy out. Like
Starts getting messy.
or some private things that you do in your house. You don't want him over because you don't know how deep they went with it. Especially with the edition that went so deep. Like you don't want to inherit that. Like literally.
Or
like,
you can
especially
start,
as a Nigerian guy. Let's just be honest.
or you
like,
can start dating her now. Make sure you do mistake. Call your guy's name
see.
when you guys are.
No, that was even far. It's my like.
Oh
Okay, you guys have some issue now and then. Who's the first rebound? Like, and then by mistake it happened. Yo, you know you rather not know whoever she did it with.
And you know what's funny? You saying this, like, I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this, like, working in the entertainment industry. Like, I know for me, like, when I was on Streets Heavy, like, I was very selfish. So I was like, yeah, I might be doing my thing. Fine, you might even be the one. He's always seeing me himself. But I know for me, like, I would do so many CRB checks. In terms of because when I say
selfish now, man. We're selfish.
I know, because me like once I hear about a guy, first off, it depends on my relationship. Because obviously, like I said, being in entertainment now, you know so many guys, but doesn't mean they're your guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Plenty of it.
Doesn't mean like because I always say the rule: if we just see each other at my events and all that, nobody's saying we're not cool, but we're just cool.
Yeah.
For you to be my guys, you're coming to my house. I'm going to your house. I can call you when I have a problem. You can call me when you
work
have a
together.
problem. So those ones that are on that level, no matter what, if we have a girl that's mutual, it's automatically It's like, for example, when me and him like first started this thing. Now we had a lot of mutual girls that either we're talking to or is in the past. That's like technically we didn't know each other.
Exactly. So
but now moving forward,
if
any
we know
girl
the same
that
babe,
likes all, we'll just be like, hey, is that you? Is that me?
there you go.
But a lot of guys don't have that conversation. That's where the problem always starts.
I think it's a conversation that is key, like between each other as even guys, like, because I have friends that like it's just a rule. Like I just take it off my eyes, like it's gone. Even if it was a babe that I was looking at so bad, like I come the next week, my boy that is already priding about peace.
You let her go.
Yeah, like I'm like, what's the stress? Like,
has there been a situation ever that a girl has almost come in between your work and maybe somebody you're working with?
There was almost a funny situation, but like, yo, I peep. Like I said, I break this down.
I like how this guy basically
I do observe.
He's sticking to the man. See, I did think.
Even from the places I start at my parties, I'm like vantage point. I see everything going on. Like I see all the if there's 1,000 eye contacts at my party, I probably saw everything. I'm like,
would you say something kind
of?
But
like nah, especially like work. Yo, I don't think I've loved anybody that much.
Would you say that something birthed this vigilance?
Good question.
I think it's just Naija, Joe.
Fair
I think just being a Naija boy growing up, I had like too many crazy older uncles. It's just been sitting some things in my head as a young boy about just being street smart when it comes to like girls.
Right.
And like when it comes to like some things. And then also like just some bro code, bro rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your girl, that's your girl. Oh, it's really like, why is he like, my point is like because it happened to me, like even in recent times, like I be with someone and then in the next let's say like 3 weeks, like maybe it was just like a thing, and then I just went to my boy like,
You know this babe? You just
it's like, you know this babe. He was there when I probably brought her out or something like that. So the next week I'm like,
but then with stuff
Then I
like that,
move
I
on.
can't lie. Stuff like that is a red flag for me, though, guy wise. Because if I brought her,
Yeah.
right, I feel like there should be an unspoken rule. Now, it depends on the situation. Like, for example,
the word is unspoken.
Yeah.
because
yeah.
it's like if you bring her and that's your guy, just leave him. Unless he comes to you and say, she's not with me, yo, leave him. But if you see me with somebody, just leave the baby alone.
Like back in the days, I've had guys come straight to me and be like, yo, tired babe, that's it.
Good luck.
But I respect
Free
that
game.
more.
Say
Free game.
Yeah, that
Yes,
one I respect.
because
Like,
that one
that's
is
kid. And then you're trying to know, like, you're just trying to know
Exactly.
how far, like, what kind of,
there you
you
go.
know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go. It's almost like you're clearing the air.
exactly. And
No
then-
awkwardness. You don't want any just.
You know, and sometimes, like, you as guys, you guys go out and you see one babe at the same time. Like, everybody looking at
It's
her like,
normal.
"Ah, this is
Exactly.
You,
exactly.
and then you know your other guys have zero intentions.
Exactly. God bless you.
You know this guy zero intentions. Though.
Oh
So like, why are you trying to be so godly and moral about this girl to let this guy just have like, okay, but cool.
Nah.
But
this
still,
is insane.
would I do that? Once is the first person that made the first move, I'm just on to the next
On to
job.
the next
Ah,
one,
fair
man.
enough,
Like
fair
I
enough.
don't
Free
have
game
like,
always.
especially like I hate awkwardness. Like that's one thing. Like especially when like, I have like few friends. If we have that brotherhood, we build that bond. Like there's little things. Like if money can't come in between us, like why is it gonna be women? Like you feel me? So
Fair
like,
enough. Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
one thing because I know one thing I used to hate, like, especially since we're still talking about this, is have you ever had situations now when guys come and try and mark their territory with a babe? As per, you know how there's a difference in when you see a babe and your guys come talk to you like, hey, are you with her or stuff like that. But there are guys now that, you know, they'll see you with a babe and maybe they've been tracking that babe or something, and they now come and tell you something to be like, yeah, you know me and that babe used to yarn now.
Oh,
you know me
my
and her used to have a thing.
or the
And
worst
you're
one.
like,
I wish
wait,
I could mention
Or
names.
the worst one. Wait,
I wish I
or
could
the worst
mention
one.
names.
You are talking to the babe, then your guy just come, put his hand around the babe, just
yeah,
kind of let
like,
you know that
oh my
I don't
God,
sabi this
you
babe before
pussy.
you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Turn the camera. That's pussy nigga behavior. I hate niggas like you. You see me? There's one that pissed me off. I think I told you about it. The one that pissed me off to today. I was at a wedding, and like you said, I wish I could say names, but I'll never say names. I was chilling with one baddie that came, right? And the thing is, I didn't bring her. So her friend, who's another baddie, came with her. So the two of them are together. But obviously the one I invited is my friend. Like genuinely my friend. She's just a baddie. And then her friend is a baddie too. So all of us are chilling. So my friend leaves to go and talk to somebody. So she leaves me with her friend. So me and her are actually just getting to know each other as per just the yarn. I'm not even
chit-chat.
moving to the babe. That's how one nigga now comes to me now to say, like, this babe I used to Sabiam now. That year, you know me and her used to you can yarn now. But I'm like, what? I literally I'm like, yo, my
I
nigga,
didn't
you
even
good?
ask you any question.
How do you guys respond to that though? When guys try and mark their
I
territory?
just smile.
I would see that's it. I actually won't have any words for that kind of person. I'll just
I
be looking,
smile.
do your thing, finish. Because what happens is when they get awkward, they'll leave.
Yeah.
They'll leave
There's
when it
one
gets awkward.
particular female DJ that used to be my friend. She was beat.
Go on.
And back in the days, look at you guys. And back in the days, like we used to be very cool, like super cool, like
Right.
that. Even so, we used to think like we used to, you know. So we go like she would run to my spot. Like we would have like we were both like she used to play at some spot not far from mine. It was in Ikoyi.
Okay.
So we were so close that she could just come out and work there. Could just come
Right.
watch my set.
Okay,
She would play
okay.
earlier.
Fair
come
enough.
go- So sometimes I'll go watch too. So, this particular guy, also in the industry. Every time I see me like, man, you go don't chop that girl, yeah. I don't say, yeah, you bad boy. So at first I used to like smile, like, but not in a smile to like give you a nod, but like,
But just, yeah.
But somehow like, you know what? Go get out, you know.
As in, if your eye, they go that place.
Because that's
it's
the
yours.
real essence. That's the real point.
You're
at the
trying
end
to
of the
figure
day.
out, is he actually,
You're trying to get
you're
me
trying to
to-
gauge, is he
You're trying to get me to tell you if I smashed already or whatever it is or what's going on. So I just give you quick full license, like Chama, I don't want to.
And what shocks a lot of guys is
They can't
when
understand.
guys that I feel like it's also insecurity also.
They can't
A
understand
lot
that
of
you have
guys
someone like that
see
and
you
you can't.
that think you have a lot of
Exactly.
babes, think you are doing all these babes. Where it's like, bro, a lot of us have self-control more than you think.
Yeah, like
They see it, they're like, there's no
Bro.
way you have this kind of fine girl in your corner.
And you won't
you're
do
not-
anything.
And
It's
I'm
like-
just like, my bro.
I used to
it's
tell
not-
people all the time. I said, see, even at Ilashe, all the baddies you see, I'm not fucking up my money. Because
Exactly.
I'm not about to end up on blog posts or
Exactly.
something saying, is it not him that's with every single girl? No, I want to be able to walk out on the street. I can see every fine girl. Hey,
Chama, it's not even
we're
about that
friends.
one alone. Like the fact that you just blow your money that you make there at the same time. Like
Exactly,
about that
because
point.
we're still here to make money.
Yeah, like it's like you're in your own sauce. Like the moment you start to feed on it, like it's done.
I've been
So
there.
I have
You're inside your own sauce. Like you can finish your party, get your money,
get your bread and move.
like get this bread, like so you can say, okay, this is what I made for you, but then now do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. Now the work is done. Time to play.
Because I know I
Yeah.
used to make that bit. When I started last year, I used to lose so much money. Why? Fine girl wants to come. Oh, don't worry, you're on my boat. You're on my boat. That's a cost. That's a cost. So all you girls that keep saying, oh, they come me last year. This is how much you cost me. Boat space. Then on top of that, because you've invited her for prayer, she's invited. She'll get to the beach house. You say you want her with just regular, just sit around
She's
the
like,
pool.
no, I wanna go
like, is
VIP.
there not a room or something? Like,
That's very room.
Now I have to pay for extra room now, just so you're comfortable. Food, you want food? I have to now go and buy the food myself. Drink, cocktail, I don't give you now. Bottle, I'll still go and buy my own bottle to give you.
Nobody will tell you that. Nah, yeah, okay, this business I need to wake up.
Right.
But I have a question though. So in your line of work, right? So obviously you're still in entertainment and everything. I mean, I get that there's sometimes so that you have to host some international celebrities, right?
Fact.
Tell us a bit about how that works, right? And how are you able to, because Nigeria is a crazy place.
Very
right?
crazy.
So my own intrigue here is, how are you able to keep them from not having to really be exposed to the Nigerian madness while still, because no matter what you do,
Yeah.
as long as you're in nightlife,
Yeah.
they still kind of have to get a bit of that madness.
madness.
So,
It's a
so
mad
how
zone,
do you manage it? Give us like an example of
It's a mad
someone that
zone.
you say was a tough international, celebrity to bring in and host. I'd like to know that.
You won't cancel, you won't go small business.
No, you don't have to say the name.
Nah, but
You don't have to say the
swear to
name.
God,
Just
honestly, like,
experience.
I know, like the experience so far, like it's mind blowing, overwhelming. It was just like me. I feel like it first started as me just trying to just carve a niche, and I wanted to
Okay.
even sell it to people. At first, because I was like, bruh, this is crazy. Like the execution process, literally just like the part that before we started when we were speaking about the logistics part. Like
Right.
you always just make people like around. Like, I just plan this whole shit, give it to someone that does shit, like, go run away with it. Like, but everybody was running. For some reason. It was, I don't know if they didn't have the right market for the celebrities or they were not sure. Because I sold it to them in too many ways. I'm like, yo, this thing is legit. Like, my conversations are original. Like, these guys will charge you basically what Nigerians also charge.
Yeah.
Like, even the way we work it out, like, it's even like one for all. Like, it's so sweet. And then it's the experience of like, bro, nobody's listening. Like, everybody would rather go with their, Nigeria, this one, that one, that you probably still have to like do like 10 times the work to get your crowd pulled.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm bringing someone you have never seen, or probably had a glance at one time in your entire life, just come party, and then it's a better reason to come out. But that part, literally getting like partners, getting investors
actually
like
be interested.
to be interested, was until one point like, what, fuck yeah, I'm running shit myself.
Fair enough.
How much you guys say you need again?
I go run out.
You know what? Like the first, when we did one with Jedi, it was in like 5 days. Literally, live sport events that we just had the meeting, blah, 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 blah. It was there. And then when the idea of the experience that they get when they come here is from the conversations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not bringing you down here to come and be an artist to me.
Fair.
Or a celebrity, like, in the real sense. Like, you're coming here to come enjoy
Right.
the culture. Like,
So you're selling lifestyle to them,
yeah,
basically.
literally coming here to enjoy
Fair. So you're not packaging as in come perform, come work. It's
Yeah,
more come
like,
and take a
yeah,
mini
we have-
holiday, but you're gonna do
we
some
have
little...
like, you know what I'm saying, we still have contracts and all that, but still, like, first, like, it's the first soft pedaling, like, yo, relax, like,
Right. I
let's
see
get
that.
this. And then, like, this is definitely, like, the idea, like, is to build Lagos to a global stop, you know, where, like, Dubai, New York, rest of the world, where, like, you can't, if you haven't ticked it off your bucket list of, like, partying around the world, you're not,
You can't
you're
really
not
say
done.
you've really been around the world,
You know what I'm saying?
right?
You're not done, like, so, but at first I wanted to, like, sell it to people, but, like, nobody was trying to run by. Nigerians like to believe things when they see.
Yeah.
Like,
So
we're
do your workings first,
very
let's
much,
see.
we're very, and that's why, like, we're not so progressive sometimes, because we're so bind on the highs, like, we're so connected to our highs, like, we always want to see. And then most of the time, people that move forward are, like,
It's
they're
all a
here.
mind thing.
Yeah, it's a mind thing. So, like, they wanted to see, they didn't see. Okay, you know what? Then the first one happened. Then when the moment they landed, everywhere went crazy. So my phone crashed twice. Yeah, from
Mad.
airport to a hotel, my phone crashed twice. It was
That's
on
crazy.
that
Because
day.
now everybody wants to say, can you do this? Can
Yes,
you do
it was
this?
on that day. Like, even the partners of the venue were not trusting enough, even to some point. Like, I remember some conversations I had with one of the vendors later said, oh, you know, they actually contracted for just 8 waiters to come for your event. Around 5 p.m., they called me that they needed 30 more.
That's mad.
Niger.
That's
I'm
mad.
like,
By the way, I feel like people need context. So he's brought in Jada Waiter, he's brought in Ruby Rose, and he's brought in Saweetie, amongst others, right? And so, exactly, people who know him know his craft and work. So when he's talking about this, don't let it look like he's bringing in, and the reason why he's talking about his phone crashing, you see why now. So yeah.
So I had a question to follow up on that now. 2 questions.
Yeah.
So number 1 is, why women? Because, like you said, you just said Sweetie, you
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
Jada, you said Ruby Rose. And
Yeah.
these are all women who have a big following online around the world. But in America, like, they are standing.
A good
Yeah.
crowd. Yeah.
So why pick them to come to a place like Nigeria where the women, respectfully, hear my context first, women have money,
Yes.
but they're not spending the money.
Yeah.
So for you to bring women here and with the kind of events you do, it means obviously there's going to be an exchange at the end of the day, which means people come for the party, people are spending and all. So how did you now come up with the idea of, I want it to be these women that it's going to happen? And it did. It was successful. All 3 of them were successful. So what made you pick women?
So, like, I feel like there were a couple reasons. And not to be like people that just come and say fucking lies about, oh, you know, this idea came up to me like,
So I like how you already gave that
Nice.
disclaimer.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Fair
let's not
enough,
do
fair
that.
enough,
So
fair enough.
we'll start, but women was particular for so many reasons.
Okay.
The way they influence the market when it comes to, like, the party lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
is different, especially on this side of the world.
Yeah.
Market strengths,
Yeah.
like,
It makes sense.
women
Makes
move that market more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, and the only, but the problem is, like, on this side of the world, it's kind of different. Like, the biggest artists here are male.
Yeah.
The biggest guys out here, like,
Yeah.
you know, that male. Like, but, like, on the other side, it's, like, different. So at some point when I was diving into the plan, like, and then I started to, like, you know, started like check some balance. Like, you know what, if I worked with a female all my life. Like, I DJ for TY for like 8 years. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been like very carrying along the women, like, with my peer. Like, even I have so many female DJ friends, like, you know, just always like, let me put but this was like my own chance to, like, you know, make it top line. Like, some shit I'm doing, like, make a woman a top line. And so, like I said, trying to book people out here for events, crazy. Even Eminem could have sponsor my influencers. Even if you want to book my
Oh my
influencers,
God.
bro, when they start with you with the shakara and everything, and they I'm like, wait.
Like, hold up a minute.
Let's retry this whole thing. You know, I honestly do not need you to say this event.
Right.
at some point, sometimes just started putting myself at top line of my event. So we diversified to make everything like varieties. So like, because the only reason I'm going to need you for my event, if once I announce you, I go to bed.
Yeah.
When I mean I go to bed, it means I don't have to do no work.
Yeah.
Then I need you. Then you can flex. But like the moment I need you and I say I have to message Sonari, message
It's like, what am I really
the whole of
doing
Lagos,
what am I
give
doing
them
at the end of the day?
reminders, to bombard the whole world. And there's a problem somewhere.
Yeah, then it's a no.
It's not like to say like with other person you're not going to do, marketing and all that, but like
Just know.
like
yeah.
it's a
Your life will be
no-brainer.
easier, basically.
And then another thing that I thought again was like, let's bring like how about we bring like the influencers, like the actual guys that influence this.
Like an
all
actual influence.
Like
on
the influence on them themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why like my phone was blowing up from like, I don't even want to mention like all the major influencers across like the country, like, yo, I gotta be here, I need to be here, I need to meet these people, because like these people are like, they're the ones like y'all watch,
Exactly.
to influence this market. So Loki was still like dropping from their influences.
I have a controversial question.
Fair.
Do you feel like, I know my answer, but then you saying that now, do you actually feel like, hear me out?
Every time you say
No, because Nigeria, we did Nigeria.
know,
Somebody,
we
one
did
jobless
Nigeria.
boy go and take the clip now, go and post it now. Everybody say bastard. No. So with what you just said, because you know how you just said he brought the influencer.
Yeah.
Right.
So does that really mean that a lot of the girls in Lagos, do they have the influence they think they have? Because one argument, as an event organizer, now
You mean globally?
no, and let's talk about Lagos and Nigeria now, because I'm talking about from an entertainment standpoint. Because nobody's saying they're not influential in their own way.
Yeah.
But especially for the party industry now, like you said, in America, now the babes, they control everything, and they're still making bar. In Nigeria, on the other hand, yes, you need these fine girls and influencers at your party, because once they make a snap or something, everybody's like, what party is she at? But do they have the influence that they're bringing me money? And that's why I was like, do they really have the influence?
Yeah. So to a different market, they might. You know what I'm saying? To the natural product owner that wants to sell to his consumers, that probably needs this bottle or this thing
I
to
see
go
what he
viral.
means.
I
see what he means.
They probably have
So yeah, like real estate, for
to
example.
ignite the kind of like anybody that see my party know that it's just one of ones. Like you have Wiz, Olamide, one day on the same table, like shot like all the A-listers are everywhere without being hosted. So like for you to create that whole atmosphere to bring out the 1%,
you need a different kind of influence.
they're not gonna come and see.
We will not mention any names.
Yeah, like
Just a little bit.
like it's just like it's
Yeah,
fact.
I
It's
get
like-
what you're
it's-
saying,
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
There's some people that will not come out now, like, but just say, "Oh, Whiskey is hosting a night tomorrow. Oh, this Friday night." Like you will just see some faces that you've not seen in Lagos in like 2 years,
Yeah.
and you'll be surprised that, oh, wait, you're in this country.
I see that.
You feel me? So like a lot was just into that, and like one thing about me, like I'm just one person that just likes to do. It would be like this,
different.
like especially like not even like just to be left every time. It's just when I feel like this whole like you guys have oversaturated one part, and like that, there's not been too many means of now controlling into like a certain type of people's favor. Then I'm always the guy that I'll break a back door to just come back to the field. Like it can't always go like this. And also like culturally, like we needed that.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, like culturally, like at the point where I got to the point where I was gonna take out my first chunk of cash to pay the first installment, like I took a whole 24 hours to sleep over it.
Right.
You feel me? Like
As an overthinker.
yeah, like am I actually going to start this P? Because I don't run back.
Right.
So before I start at first, let me ask myself again. After I asked my boy, everybody went left me. I'm like, yeah, by myself. Like I took that time out. Like, yo, once I go on this first one, like it's not going back. So the culture needed that because at some point, like things were getting boring. Let's not lie to ourselves. The party was getting redundant. The music was getting like I would tell you the playlist of the next club before we get into it. So like
This
with
was
that,
it. This.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
was like even not
You're
just
right.
not just the girls, like I always try to like bring one DJ or the other, like just to spice that thing up. Like the last time it was working with DJ Flow Mix DJ. Like the next one we're trying to do like some couple international DJs just to make it like as very diverse. So it's not just like
Your same faces you are seeing at every single
yeah. So
party.
like the
Yeah.
whole like piece just the same because like when people ask me what do, I say, well, I just influence the culture with the things that I know about, which is music and nightlife.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? So like it was just a way to be, let's just bring something different to the table, man. Let's bring these outside influences to come and experience the culture, and then we'll have a great show.
Interesting. Would you say also who would you say was your most interesting? Doesn't have to be the biggest.
Okay.
Your most interesting act that you brought
Most
that you like,
interesting
you know what?
has to be Saweetie, man. That girl stayed the longest.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she was here for like
She's there for a while, low key.
was it for like 3 weeks?
That's crazy.
I even thought it was like a week or two.
No, we went when like even in the same trip we did Equatorial Guinea, came back.
Oh wow.
We almost did Ghana. We even had to cancel. We had to cancel Cape Town. Like you know what you say? Sorry,
Yeah.
Damn.
it's okay. It was in the thick of December. Like so, imagine having to manage somebody's itinerary. Thick of December. I just signed a partnership with Pavilion. I was running a 30-day marathon in the same time. So I'm like, oh Jay, you just left us here. We haven't seen you the whole day. Jay, why? Okay, I'll see you guys.
I'm
like
coming.
5 minutes, like quickly. But is everything good though? Like, you know, fine. And I think also like interesting at the same time, maybe the person that was a bit like maybe difficult.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, at first, like she had like to really had like what?
She
Okay,
get
let me tell
wahala.
you one tea now. So when Tiwiti landed in Lagos first, after coming out from the airport, that we first saw her, whatever the world saw of how she stepped out, it's not literally how she landed.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
I can already imagine.
Niger, my country.
So she took her time. She's like, no, pictures. We're not doing that. Like nobody was taking pictures of her when she first came out, and then she went to they took her to a private room, and then she changed. She had like an hour 30 minutes of makeup. Like we waited.
Yeah. Damn.
My knees were aching because we were staying by like literally know that arrival point. It was not like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You can't sit down
You
now.
can't-
You're
there's
always
no-
standing.
yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even think it was that. Okay, maybe she needs to pee or do some quick lady thing.
Full makeover.
20, 15 minutes. And she been saying it on the group chat. Like, yo, Jay, I'm going to land on the red bottoms. I'm going to come out stepping out. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Just becoming.
Oh, Jay, I need the drummers. I need those drummers. I said, at the airport.
Oh, she's really been watching the culture though.
That's why I said
she's really
they
been
watch-
watching the
bro,
culture
I
though.
said they
I say,
all
like,
watch our shit.
It's a that's why I say at first it's a conversation.
Yeah.
And then
fair enough.
obviously it sounds easy when I say the conversation. Like, oh, people say, oh, yeah, conversation. Like, but like, you know, those conversations like stems from like, you know, you've done this, you've done that, you like other things I've done in the past.
Yeah.
So it's easier. I'm like, oh, if Jay say it got us, it got us. Like there's some people that flew into this country without a dime as advance.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's on that type of trust. Like
Right.
pull in. You'll be good. And then like every single person that said they was gonna come here probably even left with better bags than
Fair.
you know what I'm saying, they imagine. So there's also some part of that said, but yeah, you just give it to those international girls. I'm like, what about the girls? I'm like, relax.
There's a game plan. Let's just
Like it's a game
relax.
plan. Like sometimes like it's like when we were bashing Jay-Z for not putting on black people on Super Bowl.
Fair.
And like for the past couple years now, it's just been blacks killing the halftime show. You know, like when there's a game plan, sometimes you don't have to explain yourself to everybody. Just
Exactly.
when the result comes out, you know why I was actually doing it. And then like females, I feel like they killed the market, man. I can't even lie.
I mean,
like,
you said-
and I wanted the culture here to even come back up a bit with females.
Yeah. I see what
I feel
you
like
mean.
we have like, so to even clarify that whole influencer thing, like there's great, like, I mean, I can mention top of my head, like amazing.
There are too
influencers
many.
out here.
By the way, you guys are the reason why Sunday Last Year happened, though. Before you go and say I've left you now, because that's why I said the reason
they call for
because
him.
that's why I said there's so many. Like again, they're the ones that actually give you the exposure. They're the ones that give you
Exactly.
that notoriety in the industry.
So, I think the problem that we get is, are they actually using the influence
I see what you mean.
Because there's a difference.
They just have it. They just have it, but are they using it?
And they just stop.
Yeah.
Because
have you noticed?
And do you know what
is it for? I don't know. Sometimes is it like for a big girl or for a big boy or for like, oh, you know what?
I think
At this
personally,
time,
I think it's the ego. I think it's the ego because a lot of girls, I saw how they were when they started. Like you saw that hunger that you already are a fine girl, Lou. But then once they get to a certain, and let's also be real, we're in Nigeria. It's the men. The men also ruin the game. The men that are not in our industry ruin the game because once she gets to a certain point, sometimes not every girl, sometimes it takes the right nigga to find you that you're like, I'm chilling.
No need for effort again.
Not to just do fine girl.
I think at the end of the day, like that's why sometimes most of the times in Nigeria, I blame so many things on poverty, man.
Because really, like you said, even a babe in another country, right? I'm not even saying that girls here don't do it, but even if they find someone
makes from being an influencer,
even if they find someone who is sorting out their bag,
do you know how much money that
yes,
like,
it's crazy. Even if they find someone who is
maybe like, see, like it's not on niggas like, oh, I'm not saying she don't have niggas, but I'm just saying like it's not even on niggas putting the money in the. I'm just saying like money from the actual business.
She doesn't even need a nigga. That's how good the money is.
Wait, my own is even that
she doesn't need.
Even when she has one.
Is bonus.
She's still focusing on. There's a way you still see their focus on the bag.
How are you about to tell a girl that makes 6 figures, or you know, what I'm saying, how to not to do her business,
or that you can sort.
Even you as a guy, even still like you check her like, do I? Some girls will ask you, do I need you to take care of rest?
I mean, look at me.
I mean, it's like he said. I think it's just unfortunately the country doesn't allow.
It's unfortunate. Like it's only the few ones that like go through. Like even in every area of life. Like honestly, like there's a point where you want to pick between like motion and money. You know, you get to the point where you want to just pick. You know, as a guy, I got to the point like I was gonna change my car one time. I thought about one money I was gonna put into like, should I just invest it back? And I'm like, that time I was like, you know what, shit, nah, Jay, this one is going to the car. Not today.
Chop your money, exactly.
But there's been years.
Yes, of course. There's been years. Yeah.
That's the side that people won't know.
That I'm like, nah.
Yep.
Motion is better than no motion. No motion that's my tagline.
Say that again. Say it again.
Motion is better than no motion. Be about something.
So always moving.
Always. Motion is better than no motion. Be about something like, yo, Jay, I'm about to start partying December 15. I look at the time like, yo, I'm like, Jay, where's your own calendar? You know what I'm saying? Because ideally I could be in December enjoying from bowl to pavilion to this to that and just, you know, nightlife in the whole time. And when all is said and done, where's my mark?
Streets no get memory.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's a good soup pains me too. Today.
Like,
streets no get memory.
Know you today, forget you tomorrow.
Nigga. And when you think, and that's why I said like I actually like respect people like you that you're thinking outside the box because especially in this entertainment industry in Nigeria, so many guys So many guys have had bar. So many guys have had connections. They only have the 1, 2, 3 year run and you don't hear from them again.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. We manage that life every single time. Like.
So you said before that you were working with Tiwa Savage as a hype man and all. Like before you got to this stage you're at now, what were some of the things you were doing that really started positioning you to get to where you are now?
So, like I said, cultural curator, influences with music and nightlife. Basically, like the two things I've always been about, like since far back 2012. Far back, even before that, like my first recording in the studio was like 2010, I think.
Right.
Demo. And then from there, at some point, I got myself into nightlife because I needed bar to fix up my debts that I paid. Me and my friend went to go pay some fake whiskey one time back in uni.
Oh. God damn.
It chopped out 500K. You know, sometimes I'm in Wings in the club. I'm just looking at you like...
You're going to check, say, are you really? Now the real one I'll be.
Sometimes I'm in Wings in the club. Like, we're just together, just chilling like, yo.
You wouldn't know.
I just looking at you like, this guy. I'm fake, don't call him.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
I'm being honest. This situation was so bad that, like, it was me and a couple of friends. Like, it's so bad that we even fought to pay the fake whiskey. It was two teams fighting for who was going to get the contract. Right. Like, who was going to get the franchise. Like, nah, we're going to do the show. Nah, you guys, this. And then I started as an artist. So, like, it was good for me, you know. If this show works well, like, I put myself up there in uni I can't even lie. Anybody that was in uni, like from like University of Lagos from like 2010 and 2014, like, and you don't know Jay, like it would be very hard.
Right.
Like so, like we was already musical school. Like the whole time, me, Ricardo Banks won a Blackberry competition. So like the momentum was though. So we felt like doing that show with Wiz was crowning everything, and it was like a way to propel my own career outside school.
Yeah.
Right.
So we did all that. Went to pay. There, we did flyers, banners everywhere, bro. I had to pack everything on that one stairs case one time when it was had my shame, had my face in shame, and man was broke, no money. We don't spend money for sure. So it was time for us to start to get like life out. Jay, artists, you have babes. So there was something called club in Lagos back then. Like there were clubs in school where like like
Okay. Clubs and schools.
it was,
Yeah.
I think on in excess, like back in all these that throw juvie parties that we go to uni. So, but I was never part of them. I'm like, nah, you guys don't have money, Joe.
Fair enough.
Like, you guys just go meet some chifos and some boss that will just take care of donations, and then they will make money from the parties and don't share the money around. And you guys will just go share flyers. That's why I'm like, me?
Not
I'm not
this
caught up with
level.
that shit. Like, so, but when you need me, those times when they give you like tasks, fill up 2 cars, you need babes. So the club boys will stay up coming to meet me. Like, gee, I need 10 babes. I'm like, okay, give me 10 minutes. Call. So like that's how we go into like nightlife.
Right.
Like then someone just told me one time, like, yo, you could make. I think my first one I was making like 5K a week or so. Like you can make like 5K a week. Like 5K back then was a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's why I said people want for context. You guys are hearing the amounts now, thinking, back then we were enjoying them.
That was good. Like
bro.
because at that time I think the exchange rate was 110 naira.
Yeah, or even 100 naira. So
Can you just imagine?
100 naira. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
100
like it
naira.
wasn't that bad because I think my whole allowance for the month was like 10K.
Mad.
Yeah.
So like if even though it was not enough, like but
Yeah, but at least you
that
know
was the
that
official one
the
from
bonus.
home. I know that one will come. That one will come, probably leave in 4 days, but it was standard. So like I was like, okay, just to bring babes. I'm like, is that all? Okay. No, I don't know. Babes. The guy was shocked.
Damn.
Because back, like, it's some shit that we do for fun.
Yeah.
We're like, imagine somebody tell me to come make money from something I do for fun.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, wait, you must be kidding me. Like, me? I should make money from bringing girls. Just girls.
Normal.
I can't even stand in my school. Like, literally, like, it was that bad. I couldn't stand or buy anything. Like, literally, it was, you see girls coming, like, no, Jay, that's not, like, there was no, it was only like Jaguar.com or not just okay. So you could even you could barely get a song on notjustokay.com.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was exactly
where
what the
if your song was on not just
It was
okay,
a sport.
you've
Or
blown.
360 knobs.
You must
Yeah.
probably find
Yeah.
it
Oh what we've come
We've come a long way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like before you could put your songs, so I'm like, wait, it was Bluetooth. Like that's how we send our songs to girls. Like, they will stop you.
Fair,
Like,
fair.
oh, your song. And again, so like nightlife babes, I'm like, oh, this is easy just to bring girls to the club. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get into this one time, so I could get myself back, on my feet, recover from this loss, and then, like I said, not losing yourself to your own source. First, I was getting the money, then the source had to come, confuse me.
God damn.
It's okay. Every man goes through
You know
it.
what I'm saying? Like I had this guy, he's still in nightlife till today. Like, but it was one of the guys like, "Yo, JJ, this guy's having their birthday. Let's pop champagne for them." I'm like, okay.
Because you look at it, you be like, the money is
Okay.
here. The money is
So, how much is the champagne? Maybe like the money that we're going to make for that Sunday.
Can you imagine?
So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like,
Let's
first one, second
run it
one.
now.
After a while, I'm like, yo, I called up my guy. I said, I don't need buy champagne. I said, today, just you.
Yeah.
Me?
Like, I'm
I'm taking the money home. Like,
Bruh.
Fair enough.
so literally, like nightlife, by chance, by a means of like survival, means of like escape. Like, yo, shit, I messed up.
So how did you know how did the scaling start? Because a lot of people in nightlife, and that's what they want you to tell the people about, is
Yeah.
everybody always wants to get into nightlife. but a lot of people don't last in it because they don't know how to scale or pivot
Facts.
into other things. And you're somebody like I didn't even know you had been doing it since 20. When you said 2010, I did do the math. Say wait, to
2010 is the longest time.
He puts his work in. Though, if you think about it, but how did you know when to start scaling, how to start pivoting and moving in the entertainment industry?
See, so at first it was like I said. At first it was girls. You know, like that was the market. Like, oh, just bring some girls to the club. You know, girls. I'm like, oh, cool. And then from then, I'm like, I can't just be coming here for just girls, though. So, what's up? What's up with the bag? Like, you know, and then they kind of introduced me to like, you know, like if you actually have some people that will spend money so you could make some percentage of the table. I'm like, oh, okay. That sounds more like what I want
So
to
like
hear.
promoter type people.
You know, so like I have some few of my friends like on a birthday, like, okay, we'll take them. And it was like, so at that point, Elegushi was the thing.
This was 2013. That was the year.
And then myself and a few friends, we was managing one of like the hottest bars in Elegushi. So like it was even a privilege for us to invite you out there. It was called Sunday School.
Right.
If anybody ever ate Elegushi from 12 to 15,
I knew Sunday School.
It was 2 bars. It was Vertigo Bar and then Voodoo Lounge.
Yep,
You
Voodoo.
used to go.
Voodoo.
Those
went
2
a few times.
places, like you'll be surprised. Just wait for like 1 a.m. You'll be surprised.
Yep.
Like you'll be
In
surprised.
fact, I would even say that Sunday School was the reason Legacy was opening till late.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Like we're doing our council like 11 a.m.
I know day around that. That's why AP.
Monday. That's my like from time I've always been used to my Monday. Paralyzed.
I'm going to give you an idea. I feel like there should be, because I always say, even though I'm in nightlife, my story is a bit weird because that 2012 to 2016, I know they're around. I was in school in England, but I was coming every Christmas. That I was always out with my older brothers and all that. I was in the clubs that I knew all the OGs. OGs are even my cousins and shit. But you see, like people like yourself now that had those mini events or no. I was saying that a lot of people need to start sharing these stories more or do some kind of documentary because that's history that
Facts.
if you're not saying it, nobody's going to know.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
And it's actually a big thing.
Because here I am. I partook in those parties well. I was doing Elegushi almost every Sunday.
Like
No, bro, don't get it wrong. Elegushi
can't
was
miss
the
it.
your Sunday. Your
can't
Sunday
miss
was given. So you see the same way you have Mondays at OBs now. You kind of know.
Bro,
That's how Sunday was.
It was
for
not
Elegushi.
even how it was out. Yeah, like
That's how- that's how
one
Sunday-
bar is.
That's how Sunday was.
That's
for
one
Elegushi.
bar in a legacy.
Yep.
You understand me now? Like our Obi's house is one bar,
Yep.
and then it's a whole strip,
Exactly.
and then you have about 7 bars
About 7, yeah.
lighting up the whole night.
Activity, full activity.
DV8,
Wow.
Vertigo, Voodoo.
Full
The
activity.
first person that started AK360, like, and then Sweet 16, and then you go back to Tunde Where You Tall. Before all the way to, you say Where You Tall bar. God damn, you can see like I seen 100 bottles a night, one order. I see my guy
That's
went to the guy like,
crazy.
yo, should we break it down
100.
to like 20, 20, 20? Like, no, it's like you don't have bottles.
Things they happen for this.
Bring the whole 100 one time.
Things they
So,
happen
like,
for
That's
this leg
crazy,
also.
though.
you're literally
100%.
just like navigating, man. Like,
So after you did Elegushi now, what was the next pivot?
so Elegushi now, then so one day I was just in Elegushi. I was in Elegushi and I saw someone strolling. Guess who? It was Ricardo Tiwa and one person. I'm like, huh? That's my like, it was like that's my, but it was blown then. So it was like we had the time from uni. We had to live like a year.
gap.
Everybody had to go face their hustle. There was one crazy strike. So I think it was in that strike that he got signed to Mavens.
Right.
Then I already picked my hustle. At that point, it was a longer strike, so I took my stuff from uni. Came to stay somewhere around Lekki, so I was close to Elegushi.
Right. So you can run your business from there.
I was here, so I could run my business from there. So like, literally, I just told me to my boy again, like, whoa, oh, okay. So something kind of like propelled back my music side again, like in me, like, oh, this side of me, like, is key. Like, you know, I can't, because literally, like with the nightlife, it was easy for me to get distracted because like, there was money every night. Like aside from 5K to earning like 350K in a night, like, and 350K back then was.
Man, you
Yeah,
using
I'm
ball.
saying- that was
Yeah,
good
like,
cash, man.
okay, I remember there was one particular day I went with one of my guys to pick up like it was like $10,000, and it was like the first time I held that much money cash in my hands. Like I went with a bodyguard, and even we were both like confused on what to do. Like we left the club after buying like so much bottles. So I went to pick up the money, like cash. Traveled all the way down to the mainland, some ticks out of the mainland. And like, cause like first of all I was scared, like, yo, this money is too much for me not to let you, like, so but like, let me just get this cash quick. But when I was going back, when I saw the money, I was like, God, this for how you spend this money at a nightclub. So like from there, like making this money, then we were like then the Lego shit was going crazy. Like, so at that point, like there was really nothing like really trying to like ginger me back to music.
Right.
But like, until I saw my guys, like, oh, like, I mean, I was still at the studio in the house, still recording once in a while, but like it was not like I was making actual like major steps to get back into it.
Right.
So as I saw my boy, I'm like, oh, God damn, Jay, wake up call. So I saw him, we go back into talking like quick. Then he hit me up about management. So, because at that point, like I already had like a very good influence on the streets. So it was like a friend. I'm like, so what do you need from me? It's like, yo, like, we need the music to get into the streets, like all of that. So when we started working, literally, that's how like I left Nightlife again, low-key, went back into music. I started with management. Ricardo was 2015. Right. To, I think I did that for like 3 years. So literally, so like my life has always been juggling between music, Nightlife, music. And at that time I was with Ricardo. It was not like it was the sweetest time like cash wise, but
because management, people don't know that side too with management.
Yeah, but it was a time where my boys that we all started the Nightlife piece together was now picking up.
So you could see the work,
like picking up and making the bag. Like I'll see my boy tell me 1.1 million one night, 2 million. Because at that point we had proper transition into the island, like proper. Okay. Which is from, I think that 2015 that I started Ricardo was when we started. We had just started like Club 57. Okay. On former Bacchus.
That's in my home.
And so we had just started that one, and then I had to, like and music is like my first love. So like at that point, I don't even care if I'm not making as much as the Nightlife. Like I'll just go. Let me just go focus on this shit because I need to like proper learn it. Like let me finish this my process with music. So we went back in there. It was hard. Like sometimes I had to even go off Snap. Like I can't be watching my boys. My niggas are balling.
Right, your Nightlife guys from
so my Nightlife guys are now balling. Like all the guys that we started like hustling this shit together. Right. So it's like I had 2 times to wait. I had 2 waiting times in my life. Like I had to do waiting time for music. That is waiting time for Nightlife. Yeah. When it was time for me to start rapping at Nightlife, I moved back to go and finish my waiting time with music. So like just for me to have like, it's just like someone that finished from one uni, he didn't even work, earn some money before he started pushing another degree.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like I literally did that. I jumped again to music, and then when music was going on the way, then I went back into Nightlife with 57. But then I wasn't even promoting. I just went straight as a hype man. They're like, yo, Jay, we need you. We need you to come in. So it's 2016, I think.
What's crazy is he's probably the one, because I told you that's when I used to be here. I used to
2017,
be there every day. So imagine you could have been happy.
Friday, Saturday night when you're 57. Yeah, so there was even one particular party that started with culture. Was it Culture Custodian?
Culture Custodian nights that they started doing. What a time.
Culture Custodian nights on a Friday night at 57.
What a time.
You probably heard me on the mic.
What a time.
You probably heard me on the mic. Myself and DJ Prince held it down for years. On the mic, and then there was a crazy. So that club so I was now juggling. Right. At that point, it was not like they needed me to plan anything. It was just for me to show up, grab the mic, do my shit, get out. Yeah. But so I had the time. I'll do daytime with Ricardo, move around, do promos, and the club was also my scene because I was doing like music promotion in the club. Yeah. So like I needed to be there anyways. So like literally it was just always moving like that. My music side, like I always had like strong ties with DJs. Also, me my music. So like there was always like connection. Like so, I think it was having proper knowledge of both sides of the world that like literally shapes my, would I say, influence on the culture, because like it's like you always using one to connect people together. Okay. Like same thing. Like with DJs, like if I get a favor from you, let's say from music, from like Nightlife, I can pay you back with music.
I see that. So there's always a value exchange.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like,
what kind of favor?
and then it works perfectly because like in both worlds, like there's always like a connection. There's always like something that connects like something to another thing. Like so, like if you let's say DJ that's been banging my song so bad or like one of my artist songs so bad in the club, like been giving us real rotation. Then one time I can just call you up like, you know what, pull up to the studio. You know what, 2 hours gonna give you a record today.
Value exchange.
Value exchange.
Or that kind of thing. You know what? I have your slot in this club.
Yeah,
this
I'm
club
also
you're trying to play at.
like in my ways just trying to like, but I always try to make sure that I'll give you something back. Like I have to. Like there's nothing you do for me for free. Like you know,
Yeah,
because you
and
can't.
by that they knew you were someone they could go to
Yeah,
for
and
that
then
particular.
Also, so like sometimes I'll just pull up a line. I'm like, Jay, I'm like, go pull up now. I'm like, go pull it now. Because like the lineup is not like it's not today. Like it's just like years of work. It's years of like literally like. I gave the like the last word. I'm sure this person does not even know till today. There's a record between Tiwa and Wiz. Like I gave the last word before they gave it to the DJ that put it up.
And they just believed that it was just their own personal favor.
I remember Tiwa was on the set for a song she was recording. She was shooting for with Kids Daniel, and she go like, Jay, you know this song? I'm like, who do you think has the mind, like has the power to like, you know, release a song with you and Wiz on it? If it's not one of you, who has like the power to carry it? Because if not, they can water it down. So I'm like, you know what? I think to this person, just give it to that person.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But the person does some shit for me, for my own parties, like for free. Very huge guy. Like, you feel me? Like, you not even know. Like, even, like, there's not even his name is Spino. Like, you know,
fair.
You know, it
Spino.
comes from my parties. Like, he'll do, like, so the first one I did, it was there before me even. Like, so I'm just like I know I can't pay Spino, man. Like,
Yeah, but there must be something. I must have some kind of value.
you know, like, but there's something, like, apart from, like, me also, like, turning up for, like, whatever it does, like, you know, wherever I hear that Spino's doing anything in the world, like, and I'm there, I'll pull up. Like, he just, sometimes he just sees me on his, they're like, Jay, I say, don't worry, I already called your brother, like, he saw me out. You feel me? Like, so, like that, I try to find my way to always connect the dots because, like, the two, like, there's no nightlife without music at the end of the day. Like, you set up a whole party, crazy ass production, the DJ there his laptop packs up. It's done. Party's over.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question now, because of time, because this is a lot.
See, can you see now?
What
Almost 2 hours.
This is what I said. So, because what I would say is, from what you've said now, there's a lot of experience and knowledge you have. So I'll say I want to end off is, what advice would you give to a lot of the younger people that are trying to get into nightlife or music? And how do you feel we can continue pushing our culture without losing it? Because you see how Afrobeats is growing, that everybody in the world wants to come to Lagos. Everybody wants to fuck with Nigeria. But the mistake I feel a lot of us have is we start to lose it once others are starting. And it's happening now. Now that the West is coming and picking it, we're losing our touch. So the first question is, what advice will you give to younger people trying to get in your industry? And how do you feel like we can protect the culture?
I think first, I'll kick it up with protecting the culture. Protecting the culture, like, I've had my own, like I told you, I had my own backlash. You're like, oh, you always bring women. You always bring people from international world. I'm like, yeah, but the fact is, do you rather us always going there? Like, what would you prefer? That we always go there home. And they don't come here?
Actually, the math works because if they come here, they go back to influence them
that's
there
how
from
to
what they've
spotlight
seen.
the culture.
And then we now make more.
That's how, the last awards that was done in America, no names, but like,
say their name because it was horrible.
Was it like, would you give it more, which one would give more spotlight if Chris Brown attended the award show in Nigeria or we went to stage the award show in Los Angeles?
Fair.
That we probably won't watch because of time zone difference already.
There you go.
So like the only way to spotlight the culture is to bring people into the culture. It's not like we're not selling the culture away to them. They can never do it like us. It's the same way like however we try, we can never do it like them. So so like all of that self-esteem talk of trying to lose your culture because people are coming into it, like, do you know your culture? That's the first question. Because if your narrative is clear, There nobody because at the end of the day, like every single time my parties have ever been on Shade Room and the rest of the Wall Star, the international blogs, like we never paid a dime.
Oh, word. That's good.
Like
And
we've
that's
never
because
like
Of
because
course,
they would
exactly.
not come and spotlight it if it was just
If it was, yeah.
normal. Like the move from the landing, sometimes they even follow trail even now. And even sometimes like like so we're trying to sell the Afrobeat to the world. Like it can't just be us traveling over there to go do tours. Like it's already affecting us that like sometimes you want to book 5 artists in Nigeria and you're racking your head for like 10 hours. Like I can't even count up on my head who is here. Or I mean
Yeah.
who's around, who's in town.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad that thing is?
bruh.
That's why you find out when one of these blows up like 100 clubs gonna book the same guy in 1 month. Because there's no other person around now. So like we're losing it as like we trying to hold on more here is like that's the way to lose it. That's the way to lose it. It's not like we're bringing him and I say okay no the music is the music is there, the culture is here, the music is here, like everything is in this country. If people are going to actually if you're going to actually see the culture, they have to come all the way to this place, and then that's one part. What about the economic growth? Like I could gladly say that my parties have contributed economically like to this country in a lot of ways. Because if I check the amount of people that I give Airbnb connections every year,
Exactly.
I probably sell over 1,000 units myself. Like crazy, like on like car companies like this. We had the Whack to Riches ladies. I know the car company that I connected to the guy. Like, I know how much the guy made like quickly on just 3 cars. Millions of dollars like
Of
on every
course.
sector. Airbnb, like when I saw the stats, I'm like, hell no, I'm not sitting down. I need to actually see how I'm gonna make from every single sector
yes.
this 2025 because there's no way
Yeah.
I'm giving all of you guys money. Like literally looked at millions of dollars. I'm like, huh? Wait, from all this play.
I still have the PDF on my phone. No, I still those numbers were very.
There's a
eye-opening.
particular club owner that I was sitting down with. He has a chain of club right now, and I was telling him about his stock for like December, the whole marathon period. It was almost like $2 million. So how much? Imagine how much that was in in actual profit.
Yeah.
That's stock. Remember that part when I said it's stock.
Stock.
So that's cost price.
Damn.
So the industry is huge. It's crazy. Like, so that's why I'm wondering why people are not treating it as like, as corporate. Like, to me, like, one thing that I figured out is just I don't like, when I wake up Monday, like, yo, okay, so this weekend, what? Like, it has to be like, so when it comes to like advice for like people coming into it, treat it as a job. Treat it properly. It's not because it's all fudgy and fun. It doesn't mean like, that's how you see the lines for you to like peak on. So you follow your own part. Like you can't just like most of the guys that like there's a lot of guys that came when I started, like they can't even get those jobs to get girls to the club for 5K anymore.
And you know this thing you said about seeing it as a job. It's a lot of work, I'll say, because I understand too. I mean, I'm sure you can even
It's a lot of work. So people always think that's just fun. And the fun part is like, oh, it's daytime. See me now. I'm here with Sonari and Murewa in my suit, preaching the gospel still. I could have been in the house now.
As I said, you see, I've kept quiet most time on this because I'm like, somebody has said what's just been on my mind.
Still chilling and waiting weekend, we'll do it. It will happen, but after a while, that your same style will get redundant. It's again, so you like, and then even you get played out to yourself.
Yeah.
Like one thing I don't like to do is to bore my own self. Like I'm getting bored to myself. Like, oh shit.
You have to kind of rejig, look for something new.
And in the entertainment industry, it's very easy.
It's very easy.
It's very easy to get bored.
I'm like, nah, Jay, you're boring. Like I'm going up, like literally, like okay, we've been doing this for a while now, and then like yeah, just treat it as a job. Take it personal. That's the only way.
I think I have one question though, which is probably the final question.
Time because we have.
Yes, we told you now.
I thought
that's what usually happens. You'll be so comfortable.
Almost 2 hours.
Because even myself, I was checking time at like 5 o'clock.
Nah, I think it's because you guys know like a lot about like
the work
that I'm in. The industry that I'm
Well,
in.
there's
So,
that.
like,
I mean, we know a lot about what we need to talk about here.
yes,
Every time
yes,
any guest
but,
comes here,
you know,
we
like,
know.
aside from the fact that, you know, he does Sunday.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
we
know,
have
there's so,
questions
like,
always
yeah,
asked,
there's
yeah.
more.
There's a lot of
It's,
connection.
it's more, it's deeper, it's more
But my
insane.
question now is, in all of this, right?
Yeah.
Did you have to, at any point, battle your folks to really
Ooh,
thrive
that's
in this
a good
industry?
question. That's a great
to
question.
my folks. So, like, my
Or any
upbringing was a
guardian you
bit-
had?
I think my mom. So with my mom, it was not a battle. Look, most likely, it was like every parent's dream now, school.
Exactly. That's what I'm like.
So I remember this time when I told you I moved from university. Like, I already came to Lekki to start living on this freedom way. Like, and then she found out, and then my mom's other sister was in the same uni. She works there. And then one day, I think they went to my class. They just went to, because they're like, I've not heard from this boy in a while. It can't be found. Where's my course advisor's office? It can't be found. Decided to call everybody. Track me from Instagram to where to that, and then they found me. And they called my number. I'm like, oh, Jet. My mom was just she was in tears over the phone, like, Tosin, just
Really call your government name.
I said, yep.
I said, just come and finish it. Like, your course advisor said it's still possible. Like, just come back. Because at that point, I already had like 7 months break from school. I was deep into the world. Like, it was the action time. Like, young boys already seen money.
Yeah, of course. So what do you mean school?
Like, at that point, what are you telling me about this place? I'm wasting my time. And from jump, there was never anything that had to do with corporate world in my life.
Fair.
Right, fair enough.
So it was even much
you already
more,
had in the back
it
of
was
your head,
much
like,
more
it's-
propelling for me. Like, let me just get out, Joe. Like,
I'm already starting.
if it was not this P, I'll probably be like some guy that like produce. Like, I think maybe that's why I'll probably end up maybe like old age. Like, I'll just stick to just being a producer. Like, just produce events, just produce festivals, like literally, because that's one thing that I get joy from doing, just putting things together, just watch it. Oh shit, it's mad. Yeah, so like with that, my mom called. I tried to go back. With my dad, it's a bit different because that would already I took him out of this picture from by myself.
Fair enough.
By myself, like, you know, oh, school's still going on. Yes, it's going on. And at some point, I even stopped. So what I did to him was I stopped asking for money.
Right. So that you kind of create that mark of
like,
independence.
yeah,
Make
like
it
that-
And that low key builds the respect with your popsy. When you
Yes.
saw it, like, you say,
Yeah,
it's
your
not-
dad, because your
yeah,
mom don't care.
yeah,
You've not disturbed me in a
And you are
while.
so
though.
good. Yeah,
Your mom
okay.
don't care. Yeah, like, you not disturb me in a while. Now. All of your, back in the days, I would have thrown small lamba here
yes.
for some textbooks, some
Uh-huh.
but like none of that. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Have fun. And 6 months went by, no money. Like,
No, you start panicking as a father. You start panicking.
Like,
Say,
No, you don't panic. You just think,
I didn't panic.
this guy don't-
Yeah. So it's two things. This guy just thinks I'm doing fraud.
Or it's like this one's just hustling. It's fine.
Oh, he's finding his way out.
Yeah.
But like from time, my dad never thought I was a good boy. It was like this one.
Fair.
Like this one is bad.
Ah,
So like,
fair enough,
but
fair
like
enough.
name stopping me from my dreams. Like, nah. My sister was the one that paid my first 35K for a studio session.
Okay.
Respect.
Yeah, shout out to you. And like, so like with that, like, but they just wanted me to have school also. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like,
That's a backup of sorts.
like especially my mom would just have it. Just have it.
Did
Like,
you finish?
Yeah, I did. University of Lagos. Like, so I always, so I forced myself to go back, scatter the whole thing, finish one way or the other, and then went straight back out. So I didn't even have time for service.
Oh, fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough. Like,
so
what do you need?
there's no way. Like, from like 12, I knew there was no way.
Yeah, that.
Like, I'll be in a bank, I look at a guy in front of me, I'm like,
And it's on, but it's on.
I mean,
You
this
have
is the truth. This
There's
is
a
the
point
truth.
it's
that
not like
you have
it's
to actually look at the
but it's
life.
not like it's not.
You have to
not
look
for
at
you.
what you want for your life. It's like, do I want to do this?
So like
yeah.
at every point, people kept saying like, "Oh, entertainment world is not that lucrative. Da, 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 is this, is that." It was not a no for me. It was more like, I'm gonna make more ways to make more money in the same entertainment. So if when bringing girls to the club for 5K was not enough for me, I stepped it up to adding spenders.
Right.
From adding spenders, I stepped it up to doing one-off parties with my boy. Like, let's come, but let's do one that they'll give us total all through the night. We'll give a total sales percentage all through the night. That was a step up from just getting quick salary.
Yeah,
Then
of
we took it
course.
from there to like having a residency. Like it was always like, nah, you guys say this thing, this my billions is inside this P.
Fair. That's good energy, man. That's good energy.
Like oh shit, like entertainment. You guys, there's no money there. You know how people start entertainment and then they look for another retirement plan. I don't.
A lot of you people that are hearing this, go and share with your parents so they can understand the other way.
Yeah, but now my mom can never even ask me.
That's
about a corporate. Like she can never.
Let me ask you a question because
exactly.
Well, I just say, what question? What kind of life do you want to live?
Let me ask you. Okay, time. Because I wish I had the same as you. Like my mom and he knows it was like I cantina fights.
Oh my god!
It wasn't till like 2-3 years ago that she started calming down because my family is different. Like we're a very professional, known family. I'm now the only one that's now the outcast entertainment. Facts. But it was like you said, she started seeing the success. And in fact, what's funny is
that's the only way.
After COVID, because COVID, like before COVID, I was like doing well. COVID happened that I came down. I had to go back to Momsi for 1 year. Jeez. So after that, now like 2 years was hustling. But it was when I was in Yankee, that tour. Yeah. That's month 1 had gone, month 2, month 3. You've not called in America. I'm fine. I'm fine. And they said, okay. Then it was when I came back that her friends were now the ones telling her, like, I've been seeing my wow everywhere and all that. That she's like, okay. But then that's why I said, like, it's crazy. It's just funny how we have the same story. And it's like, I feel a lot of people that are hearing this, like young guys, share this with your parents because you don't realize if your parents support you, it actually makes your job so much easier. Yep. Like, if you have them and you have a plan, like him now, he had a plan. So, if you have a plan that you share with your parents and at least get your degree, because that's the one thing I tell people, even if you're doing entertainment, have a backup plan of a degree.
Let them feel like they've invested.
Exactly.
Give them that peace.
Exactly.
Just let them feel
Just let them feel like because I don't feel like for you now. Do you feel like your mom? Do you think your mom would have been happy if you were still as successful as you are but no degree?
She won't feel like
she would not be unhappy, but it would just be like a I call it vacuum or like it's just like something I just still need to.
They'll be missing, there'll be something missing there.
Like I know, just for it's just your and it's brief to be very honest, it's just for personal pride.
It is.
That degree is my mother's.
And conversations like with our friends, like
exactly.
To be very honest, like if they look at me like growing up, there was never anything that pointed at that guy that was going to be degree driven. I will pack bring all the stuff to the house. If I'm not playing drums, I'm doing music stuff. Like I've never been that way. And from like 12, I told everybody, I said, I'm not doing this life, Like back in the day at school. Oh, what you want to be like? I stopped that shit since like maybe like my second year in high school. Like to say anything corporate. So like I was that away from like before I started taking my my like what do we call it YK? Like, all those exams. I was so in the know of like, for where. Like weird. The only thing else I liked that was and still it's still not school driven like that. It's street driven. It's politics.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
So like I was like, yo, like what do I really do this shit for? Like because if I'm not doing this, and probably maybe that's where I will end up. It's still politics, like because that's one I know how to play. Like and that one is I know how to play. There's no like political science and mathematics. Like that shit for government purposes. So like they got me even school as a whole got me fucked up. Like because even when I was I was so ready to go study political science. And then one for one I just asked one of my boy like, wait, come. And he was like, yo, guy, it's mathematics here. And I'm like, what? Once I heard that, I'm like,
I used to be once I heard math and anything, I used to be one of those ones
I'm out. So like literally and then like if your parents are actually still stressing, they don't listen to you, just prove to them, man.
Yeah. But great episode. Make sure you watch the whole thing. I'm sure we're going to have different clips come out. Thank you again for coming on the pod. Where can people find you?
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. If you message me, I won't answer. I hate
what's your handle on Instagram?
The Real J Breeze.
On all platforms.
The Real J Breeze and J Breeze back on Snapchat.
All right, say less. So make sure you find them there. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you guys for listening in.
Thank you.
I'm Michael Scenario.
And I'm Murray Wagunkoya.
And we'll see you next time on Menisms.
Menisms.